Jeez, Phil, someone's getting a bit over technical today.
Okay. So I just want to say thank you very much for being here, by the way. My name is Phil Marriott. This is Raj Rudolph.
Hey, Phil.
And I just want to start by saying thanks to everybody who actually voted in the poll. I asked you whether you wanted to see behind the scenes footage. And it might be something that we do actually at the London Film Festival, which is coming up in October.
Gosh, that's right around the corner.
It is really soon, because a lot of you guys were saying that you wanted to see more behind the scenes stuff, because at the moment it's interviews, mainly celebrity interviews and movie reviews. So maybe we'll expand by giving you some more juicy tidbits.
Juicy tidbits.
You never know. Yeah.
Expansion is good.
This was a film that was on at the BFI Flair Festival. Did you see it at the festival?
No, I didn't. It was one of those that I had every intention to see, but just couldn't make it work in my schedule.
Yeah, it was.
As it happens a lot.
I know. Yeah, it's so typical, isn't it? I think with any festival, but it was one of those films that a lot of people said they wanted to see. I don't know whether that was just down to the stars, because one of the stars is one of the guys from Rizzle Kicks. I didn't actually know that until today when I saw the film.
Neither did I.
It's written and directed by Jamie Patterson. It stars Jordan Stevens, who was in Rizzle Kicks. I don't know if he's still in that band now, or if he's just concentrating on movies, because he was in one of the Star Wars movies. I think it was Rogue One.
Okay.
It's Derren Nesbitt as well, who stars as Jackie, who is the older drag queen in this. It's about two drag queens that are living in Brighton.
First of all, was it Brighton? Because I couldn't quite tell where it was.
It was supposed to be Brighton. I could see certain parts of Brighton. I suppose a lot of it could be anywhere, couldn't it? I wish I'd seen more of Brighton, to be honest. Yeah. But I suppose it's Brighton in the night time.
Because they kind of avoided all the Brighton sort of landmarks. For me, I really had zero expectations for this movie. I kind of knew what it was about. I knew it was about an older drag queen befriending a younger drag queen. Quite a bit of age difference too, 21 years old versus 70, I think
it was 74, yeah.
74, yeah. To be honest, I had zero expectations watching the movie. I found myself generally engaged in the film, and I liked the progression. I liked seeing how the friendship developed throughout the film. It's quite a unique friendship. I found it very interesting that Jackie, the older drag queen, wasn't gay.
No, that was one of the things I liked as well.
There is a scene where Jackie goes to a female strip club, and I'm not going to tell you why, but she goes to a female strip club. She goes to a female strip club because he wants, to see women. Yeah. And there's this really interesting scene with a stripper who turns out to be lesbian, and she gives him a lap dance. And I thought that was just... It was kind of cringe, but it was kind of endearing at the same time, because it's just so unexpected. And I think everyone in the film, that question gets raised quite a bit. Oh, I just assume you're gay. It's like, no, I'm a straight man who just likes to dress up in women's clothing. Yeah,
that was one of the things that I thought was really refreshing, because I think a lot of people automatically would think, oh, drag queen, the guy's got to be a gay guy, but it's not always the case. It's nice that they reflected that.
And absolutely. For me, it was totally unexpected, but it was just generally a story I thought was really reverent and cute, and I don't know, I enjoyed it. I don't know why you didn't enjoy it as much as I did, Phil.
I think I was expecting too much, probably. You're saying you went into it without any expectations.
Zero expectations.
I think that's probably where I went wrong, to be honest. I love the fact that Stephanie Starlet was in it as well. Did you recognise her?
I recognise nobody from this film.
Okay.
So again,
that's
zero
Maybe that is a good thing. Maybe that's why you enjoyed it more than me then, probably. Okay. So the things that I liked, Stephanie Starlet was one of them, because I know her. I'm not just being biased, but I do know. She played the drag queen that they were having an argument with.
Oh yes.
Upstairs in the
the
bar.
Middle-aged drag queen.
Yeah.
There was 3 generations.
She's gonna love that.
Sorry.
So I think it's great that they had a film that was based in Brighton that featured her, because she's a really prominent figure on the scene in Brighton. She's a local celebrity. Okay. She's been in a lot of TV and movies as well.
Oh, good for her.
She played the waitress in Kinky Boots, the movie.
Okay.
So yeah, she's done a lot of work.
Well, I love that whole scene, the little cat fight scene.
It's brilliant.
Funny, actually.
And it was quite OTT as well, which I thought was really good. I thought it was a really sweet story. Like you say, it's 2 generations coming together. Again, it's something that you wouldn't necessarily expect, and you wouldn't really see portrayed in movies too.
And completely the opposite ends of the spectrum, with one common tie that tied them together. So.
Absolutely, yeah. I wasn't sure about Jordan Stevens' character.
It felt like his version of drag was very low rent. I mean, obviously, this is not RuPaul's Drag Race.
Yeah.
It was very, edgy and rough, and I found like the performance of him when he's singing, like his drag act was not very good.
No, it felt a bit clunky.
Yeah, but maybe I kind of was like, well, maybe that's what they're going for because it's supposed to be a bit rough around the edges.
Yeah, for me, it didn't feel rough enough. It felt a bit wooden. And I'm not just picking holes in Jordan's performance as such. I just think maybe it's the fact that he wasn't used to portraying somebody like that.
Every other scene that he was in, I generally thought he was pretty good. The only thing I really didn't enjoy was his drag performance. But you got to remember, he's like a 21-year-old drag baby.
Yeah.
So they're not expected to be local legendary drag queens like
true.
Tiffany.
Yeah.
And not as seasoned as someone like Jackie.
I just think for that reason, I think I didn't really believe in his character. I think I did more so with Jackie's character. I believed that, and I believe that whole kind of poignancy of getting older and the scene with his daughter, which I thought it was very odd how he hadn't seen her for years, and then all of a sudden he's, kind of giving her away at her wedding. It felt very rushed.
There was one I giggled because there was one scene where I was like, "Oh, that's a bit dramatic," but in the end, when he's like reuniting with his daughter, and she's very like, it's very awkward.
Yeah.
And he's trying his best to like reestablish his relationship with her. And then all of a sudden she screams, "You were never there!" It was
a bit over the top. Okay, another thing, and it's going to be the last thing that I say I didn't really like, was the sound design. I thought the sound design was really odd. It was almost like it was overdubbed. I'm sure it wasn't, but it sounded like the actors were putting on the audio, putting on their voices in a booth, and it sounded really echoey and boomy. It didn't sound like they were in a room, like say in a bar or in a bedroom. It sounded a bit over-processed.
Jeez, Phil, someone's getting a bit over-technical today.
Bit finicky. It was just something
Can't you just watch the movie and sink into reality?
But I think it's little things like that that really make you believe something more, and for that reason I didn't believe it, and that was a shame, I thought, because I did believe in the story.
Phil's got his microscope out today.
I have.
BFI Flare Festival, it was sold out.
Yeah.
Quite a few showings.
Yeah.
So.
And it's great because it is a little independent movie, and it's an independent movie with a really important story. So for that reason, I applaud it, and I applaud the filmmakers.
A for effort. It may not have been technically the most on-point film, but A for effort.
Yeah, absolutely. So for me, it's 3 star.
I'm going to say 3 stars as well. I think we both agree on that.
Yeah. You're online at eqmusicblog.com, and I'm online at philmarriott.net. All the best entertainment news, reviews, and interviews, and much more, I think. Lots of other stuff. And we'll see you on the next video.